Welcome back to DETV.
Okay, we are going to draw the V side plate. And the reason we're going to draw the V side plate next is to fulfill on pages 223 using the quick calculator. They usually run you through an exercise using the rocker arm. However, we're going to use the quick calculator to figure out how to draw the V side plate. I am going to close AutoCAD and open up AutoCAD as if you were starting from scratch. So when you do that, you start from scratch and you choose either feet or metric, feet and inches or metric. And on this one, looking at this, I see that it is imperial. So I'm going to push OK. And then always the first thing you're going to do is go to the format, go to units, and I'm looking here and I see 3 digits is the most. So I'm going to have 0.000 and I want to make sure it's in inches, and I push OK. Then format, drawing limits, and 00 and 12.9 is what I want to enter. Then the next is turn on the grid, zoom, all, and I've started. Alright, when you look at this drawing, it says here the design has 2 sets of parallel lines with implied tangents. So that's what this is. Now remember, this exercise here is to make the V side plate, but also use the quick calculator. So this right here, this circle, has a radius of 0.875. I am going to create a circle radius at probably 2,2, enter, and then do a radius of 0.875, enter, and then bring that up to about parallel with the drawing. I then am going to locate the centers of these 2 circles. I'm going to do that by just creating a line down 2.75, enter. I'm going to go over 1.375, which is this distance, enter. Now that is right where these 2 cross, but I need to come up here. Now the distance from here to here is this radius, so I need to go up 0.625. I hit cancel, I do another circle radius, I go right there, and since we know this is the radius of the circle, I'm just going to click. Now I need to locate this one up here. We know that from this center line it is over 2.20, so I can come here on this center line, go over in this direction, use the direct distance technique, 2.2, and then I can go up 4.7 to that circle. And then I grab my center radius, I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to type in a radius of 0.875, enter. Alright, so now I have this circle, and this circle. If you were to look here, I'd have 0.875, that circle, and this circle. Okay, so I have those circles right there. I now need to connect this circle to this circle with a tangent line. So if you remember, you have your Object Snap toolbar, and go back a video to figure out how to get this Object Snap toolbar if you don't have it. So you're going to come to line. I'm going to go over here to tangent, click here. It's only good for one click, so I got to come back here, click tangent again, click on this, and I have my line connecting these two. I don't need this reference line. I do not need this reference line. This reference line. All right. I now need to figure out this line and this line. So a little bit of puzzle solving with this. We know that this line is parallel with this line because it says here, designed with two sets of parallel lines. This one and this one are parallel. So we have the same angle here. Alright, so how do we figure out the angle of this line? Well, we use the quick calculator. So you right button click, you go to quick calculator, and we have this thing here that says measure the angle. So I can just by 2 points, right? So I click here and I select both ends of this, and I see that that angle is 75.1076. So it is quite an exact angle. So what I'm going to do is just copy that. I'm going to press Control C, and I am going to select a line. I'm going to select a line. I'm going to select a tangent from here. I'm going to do polar relative, or relative polar, which is at, means the relative side, and then I'm going to say, what, 5 inches long, just something longer than it needs to be. And then instead of comma, I'm going to do, since we're talking polar, it's an angle, so I'm going to do minus, or I'm going to do less than symbol, and then I'm just going to hit Control V, and you notice it pasted that angle in there for me. When I hit enter, it creates a line up this way that is parallel with this. Alright, by the very nature of a tangent, when a line is tangent to a circle, at the point it touches the circle, from that point to the center is 90 degrees. And so if you were to look from the point the yellow touched the white to the center, that is 90 degrees between these two, which will end up becoming this. But now we need to know what angle is this. So we're going to come over here and we're going to draw a circle from this end point to the center of the circle, making a 90-degree angle right here. And we want to again use the quick calculator to figure out what this angle is. So we're going to quick calculator, measure an angle with 2 points, so from here to here, and I get 165. So I'm going to highlight it, I'm going to copy it, I am going to move this calculator over here, I'm going to select a line, I'm going to select tangent to this, I am going to, down here, at, which means relative, let's say 2 inches long, angle, which is the polar, and then paste. See this 165? It's the same as this number I paste. And I hit enter, and I have my angle here. You are then going to trim this up . You're going to trim this up . You're going to trim, no, you shouldn't trim that yet. anyways, that's how you get started. You're going to do the exact same thing for the other side.